Hello. Welcome to Best Self Forward with Dr. Karen. So we've been talking about everybody has a tool belt, and we're going to be putting tools and strategies in there so that you can use them in order to inspire yourself, uplift, and use those things to take action. So what we're looking at is that everybody here is their version 1.0. So everybody here, you're right now version 1.0. So what we want to do is move you to your best self, which we're going to be looking at as your version 2.0. So you only improved that much better. So what we're doing today is we're going to look at your self-talk. What are you saying to yourself in your head? Are you positive, or are you negative, or a combination of both? How we look at events can be different. And when we look at internal stable global factors, that means like internally, it's all my fault. Global, it's across everything. It's always going to be that way. And then stable, nothing I can do to change it. So when we look at those factors, you can see how that negative thinking can actually snowball. It can affect your work life, your personal life. It just can permeate everywhere. So I kind of picture it like you're on top of a hill and you got one little negative thought and you're standing, it's snow covered too. So you're at the top, you got the snowball and you just drop it. And what happens when it goes downhill? It gets bigger and bigger and bigger until it takes over everything, right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna stick your foot out in front of it and stop it from getting any bigger. So the way to do that is you have to be aware, first of all, that you're doing it. So it's kind of like just not letting I say like a monkey mind, everything's just jumping around up in there, and you need to calm it. There used to be that book, Five Little Monkeys Jumping on the Bed. I don't know if you know that book, but it's kind of like that. They're all jumping around and you need to put one to sleep till your mind's quiet. So that's kind of where we're at with that. You need to stop it, but in order to stop it, you have to recognize that you're doing it first. So going from version 1.0 to version 2.0 for yourself is looking at your thinking. And sometimes I look at it another way, like you got a little angel on your shoulder, a little devil on your shoulder. We all have it. I know this stuff, and sometimes this little devil on the shoulder starts saying negative things to me. And I remember I was standing in my bathroom and it was going, blah, 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 and all of a sudden I realized what was happening, and I was like, no, I know this stuff. And I literally took my hand and went off my shoulder. And I laughed because it's so easy to get caught in negative downward spiral thinking, right? So just by taking my hand and going, it was a reminder to myself, don't go there, don't do that. Or it's a visual of sticking your foot in front of that snowball and stopping it before it gets huge and big. So another way to look at it is, if you're looking at your thoughts, would you talk to your friend the way you're talking to yourself? Is it inspiring? Is it uplifting? If the answers to those questions are no, you probably need to it away from you. So what I'd like you to focus on right now is just being aware of your thinking. And that could be different from minute to minute. If we haven't eaten, we haven't got a good night's sleep, those factors are all going to be playing into where you're at with your thinking. But you can still examine your thoughts and then be able to stop them. And then what we're going to do is we're going to work on a more positive way of thinking and moving forward. Because remember, those internal stable global factors are pervasive. So do you have a fixed mindset that I can't do anything about it, there's no way I'm going to be able to move forward? Or do you have a growth mindset, which means I'm going to be able to make changes, I can learn, these challenges are present for me to grow and move forward? That's where I hope you are. And that's where I hope you go with me. So thanks for being here. This has been Dr. Karen with Best Self Forward.